And the most disappointing release of the year award goes to these ones. Hey guys, welcome back to our Kicks Business channel, and today we're looking at the newly released Reebok Answer 3 in the original white and red colorway. And just like my intro says, this one is not going to be very pleasant. And there's a tons of things said about this shoe just released by other reviewers and other outlets and all over Instagram and everywhere else. There's only a little input that I can contribute to these ones, but I still think that you guys deserve to hear it from me as well, since I've been the only consistent Reebok reviewer for the last decade. And if you've been with my channel, you know that I love this shoe. This is actually my favorite Iverson. I rate this shoe a #1. This shoe actually sits in front of the question, in front of the Answer 1, all the other models. The Answer 3 was my favorite design from Reebok as a signature shoe for Iverson, followed by the second release, which was Answer 2. I absolutely love that shoe, and followed by Question and then Answer 1. Different people have different favorites, but this one is my favorite. And if you've seen my older videos, you know that I have OG pairs, that I have retros, that I had samples. I have several pairs, and some I've worn for a while actually. So here's the Georgetown pair. You know, this one released a while back. This is a pair that I've worn, and this is the pair that I consider OG. And this is a high quality made shoe. This is a shoe that it's made in genuine materials, genuine leather, genuine suede, features all the technology that needs to be in this shoe. And now if we look at this one, none of that is here. We're talking about synthetic leather, synthetic nubuck, no DMX. None of that technology is here. I don't understand. I mean, I understand the factor money and the project budget and what was allowed to be made for the shoe. But honestly, I prefer this shoe not to release. If you're not going to release it correctly, or at least close to correct, don't release it. I'm okay with that. I'm sure a lot of you Reebok fans will be okay with that as well. Why do half-ass stuff like that instead of investing some more money? And actually, I want to hear and I want to see in numbers, what is going to be the difference to put iPack inside? I know it's not going to be the original DMX Lite, but at least iPack inside for technology. How much more money? $5, $10 more? These ones retail at $140. At $150 with the tech would have been better. Or even better, don't put the technology, but put genuine materials, genuine suede and genuine leather. I would have bought 3-4 pairs easily, because genuine materials last forever and they look and feel premium. These feel like a knockoff 2012 Jordans, if you know what I mean. These look like they're made for Walmart. The only upgrade that this shoe that made was the inner liner. Now, other people have mentioned that the inner liner in the older ones was this kind of synthetic leather that was over time gets slick and cracked, and my OG pair that I'm wearing is actually starting to do that same thing. And doing fabric, I think it's better. It doesn't contribute to lessening the shoe and making it less looking less luxurious, but at the same time is more practical. And this is the only upgrade done. The insole is not polyurethane, it's run of the mill insole. If you look at it, it's exactly what it is, like how many pairs I've showed you, super cheap. The production date here is in July of 2023, so very recently again. The other thing I can mention that I like, the laces. The laces are rope, thick laces, very nice. And the rest of it, man, I don't even know. I don't even know how to feel. It's really conflicting me. I really want to go on a huge rant and yell about it, but at the same time, Reebok are giving us other pairs that they're unmatched in quality, like the mashup between the Court Victory and the Shack Attack. That was the most exceptional quality shoe I've seen in the last 10 years when it comes to leather. Bringing back the Pump Vertical 1, that was an incredible surprise and something that I absolutely did not expect, and after 30 years, I cannot be happier that shoe made it back. But these, don't bring them like this. I mean, honestly, Iverson, Shaq, guys being in charge now, I'm sure none of you will watch this video, but still, let's not do this. I mean, look at this. This is a tiny eye right here. If I show you this one, much bigger. Look at it. Look at the size difference. Look at this one. Look at this one. It's like a completely different one. We're having a giant jeweled logo right here, and We don't have it here. And those of you that are wondering what are the holes here on the flip of the tongue, this is how the laces were supposed to be laced, through these holes. But again, these feature the tech. They're incredibly comfortable still after all these years. The leather is amazing. It stays intact because genuine materials age gracefully. Where this one, this just feels bad, and it's super light. You know, you can tell there's no tech, there's no genuine materials. That's why they're super light. I mean, that's the only thing that goes for it. If you want to have light shoes to step in, these are the lightest. I mean, this is almost like a running shoe, like a boost shoe. But yeah, we have DMX on the side over here. Yeah, there's no DMX at this point. Why do you even bother? And these little windows on the bottom with the Iverson logo and the Vector logo. Back in the day, this was actually featuring the DMX light system right here. Right on the other side was the DMX light system, and now there isn't. Yeah, the EVA, I mean, it's soft. It feels like 3D Ultralight. I'm sure maybe it's not the same compound, but still soft. They're not uncomfortable, I can tell you that. I mean, I've preached many times, and you know, the Shack Attack does not have Hexalite, and they play around with the midsole consistency, and it's still extremely comfortable shoe. That's not the problem. The problem is the upper. For me, the upper is the biggest offense here, and I see the pictures of the black and white pair coming out. They look exactly the same. So it really hurts my soul because I'm a huge fan of the brand. I'm a huge fan of Iverson's line. I'm a huge fan of anything Reebok. Peep the hoodie. This is the Question Panini. Amazing hoodie with a giant Vector logo on the back. I buy the apparel. I buy the shoes. I have over 500 shoes, and 300 of them are Reebok. So that speaks enough how big of a fan of the brand I am. And if people like me are hugely disappointed, how do you expect to market this to a new generation that probably have not seen Iverson play anyway? This was my favorite colorway, by the way. Red and white. Red is my favorite color. You can see the question right here, and with the red toe. And yeah, they're not good. They're not good. I mean, I still hear a lot of people want to buy them. Honestly, don't spend 140. They don't deserve you 140. Get them at 50 bucks or something at the outlet if you really like this shoe. You really want to buy them, because honestly, I would have been fine with no tech as long as the quality of the materials was there, but it's not. So next time somebody pitches a project like this, Reebok designers, VPs, marketing, anybody, and they tell you, oh, we're gonna cut off all the tech, we're gonna cut off all the genuine materials, and it's gonna cost this much. Just say, no, thank you, we're good. Let's move on to the next one. Get something that you actually invest and put something of quality. At least that will make sense. But releasing a shoe like that, it's just an embarrassment for the company. I mean, if you are trying to capture some new fans and at the same time appeal the old heads like me, that's not a way to do it. Definitely not the way to do it. Yeah, my apologies. I didn't want to sound negative. I wanted to put something positive about this shoe, but it's really hard. Honestly, it's really hard. Yeah, the details of this shoe I absolutely love back in the day. All the tiny Vector logos embossed everywhere. You know, if you count them all, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There was tons of logos here, but very subtle, very small. They're not in your face. This right I really like back in the day. We have the Iverson logo here on the first lace loop, that little plaque. At least they used actual stitching right here on the toe. It's not your, it's not your pretend stitching like we have on the Omni Zone, on the Twilight Zone as well. Yeah, the outsole is fine. The outsole is exactly how it was, with the little rubber pods in the front, and the rest of it is just a 3D Ultralight. Again, they're not calling it that because probably it's not exactly the same, but the giant elephant in the room is just the upper. That's it. Hate to beat that horse already, but it is what it is. But yeah, regardless of all that, I'm probably gonna check out the black and white pair just to be a servant of you guys and show you what to expect. And the rest of it, I don't know. To finish on a good note, here is a look of the Georgetown pair. Absolutely love this one. Wore it a ton. You can see the detail. We have genuine suede, man. This is such a great genuine suede. After so many years, it's staying intact. The leather is super thick and nice, super soft as well. Just a phenomenal pair. And the tech is still there. The DMX has not popped. You can feel it. I love how the logo on the back ages, and it's kind of becoming this piss yellow. I know a lot of you don't like that, but to me it's bringing some really nice look into it. And the midsole is still soft. The 3D Ultralight is soft, and hopefully this colorway releases, but you know, if it's in the same matter as the other one, I don't know. So yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys. Hit the thumbs up if you liked the video, or hit the thumbs up if you didn't like the shoe, I guess. Yeah, check out the rest of the videos coming very, very soon. And as always, guys, you have a wonderful day.